Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to Social and Political Life 2. Today we are on the second sem syllabus. The first chapter we have on second semester is lesson number 7, Markets Around Us. When we go to the market to buy vegetables, to buy cosmetic items, to buy the food items, and as well as to buy clothes, to buy the accessories, ornaments, we have different market. Vegetable markets, we can go for buying the vegetable, we can go to the vegetable markets. For buying clothes, we can go to the shopping mall, and then we go to the shop where clothes are available. Then for buying the ornaments, we go to the jewelry shops, and then to buy shoes, we go to the shoe market, isn't it? So there are different types of market, and among those we have a shopping mall also, where we get all kinds of market available in the shopping mall. And what is the benefit of the markets? We are going to see from this chapter. We go to the market to buy many things: vegetables, soap, toothpaste, masala, bread, rice, dal, clothes, notebooks, biscuits, etc. If we make a list of the goods that we purchase, it would be really long. There are many kinds of markets that we may visit for our everyday needs. This can be include shops, hawkers stalls in our neighborhood, a weekly market, a large shopping complex, perhaps even a mall. In this chapter, we'll look at some of these markets and try to understand how the goods that are sold there reach buyers, who these buyers are, who these sellers are, and the sorts of problems they face. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about the markets around us, like who are the buyers, then who are the sailors, and then who are the sailors, and also what are the problems they face. So let's begin with the chapter. Now, weekly market. What is this weekly market? A weekly market is so called because it is held on a specific day of the week. Sometimes we see a Saturday market where we can find all sorts of things, and all sort of things with a very cheaper prices, isn't it? And sometimes we can see a Sunday market. So all these are weekly markets. Weekly markets do not have permanent shops. Traders set up shops for the day and then close them up in the evening. Then they may set up a different place the next day. There are thousands of such markets in India. People come here for their everyday requirements. Many things in weekly markets are available at cheaper rates. This is because when shops are in permanent buildings, they incur a lot of expenditure. They have to pay rent, electricity, fees to the government. So weekly markets, they don't have any shops. They sell in the streets. Okay, like Saturday market, Sunday market, those are weekly market. Only once in a week we see that market, and we get the things at a very cheaper rate. But when the shops are in the building, there are many expenditure. They have to give the rent, they have to pay the electricity bill, then they have to pay the taxes to the government also. They also have to pay wages to their workers. In weekly markets, the shops owner store the things they sell at home. Most of them are helped by their family members and hence do not need to hire workers. So in the weekly market, we can see the family members working together. They don't hire any extra worker for their work. The family members itself, they help each other in this weekly market. Weekly markets also have a large number of shops selling the same goods, which means there is a competition among them. If some trade were to charge a high price, people would move to another shop where the same thing may be available more cheaply, or where the buyer can bargain and bring the price down. One of the advantages of weekly market is that most things you need are available at one place. Whether you want vegetables, groceries or clothes, items, utensils, all of them can be found here. You do not have to go to different areas to buy different things. People also prefer going to a market when they have a choice and a variety of goods. So this was about the weekly market. Now next we have shops in the neighborhood. What are the shops we have in our neighborhood? We have the grocery shop, we have the clothes shop, we have the shoe, then we have the mobile repairing shop, and we have the mobile recharge shop, isn't it? So these are the shops. Then we also have vegetable shops also in our neighborhood. We have seen that the weekly market offer a variety of goods. However, we also buy things from other kinds of markets. There are many shops that sell goods and services in our neighborhood. We may buy milk from the dairy, groceries from departmental stores, stationery, eatables or medicines from other shops. Many of these are permanent shops, while others are roadside stalls such as that of the vegetable hawker, the fruit vendor, the mechanic, etc. Shops in the neighborhood are useful in many ways. They are near our home and we can go there on any day of the week. Usually the buyer and seller know each other, and these shops also provide goods on credit. This means that you can pay for the purchase later, as we saw in Sujata's case for example. So, shops in the neighborhood are very useful. Like during the emergency, we can go and buy from the shop which is next to our home, isn't it? And the shopkeeper will also give us the things on credit. Means they will give us if we cannot pay, or if we are cannot pay also, like they can give us the things in credit, like later on we can pay, because we have the trust between we have the trust with the shopkeeper, and both of us have the trust. That's why the neighborhood shop like shops, they are very useful. We can if we want medicines also during the emergency, we can go to the medical shops, and these all shops are permanent. These are not weekly. Weekly markets, we saw that only once in a week they will come and sell the things. No doubt we can get the things in a cheaper rate and we can take in bulk, but when it comes to the neighborhood shops, during the emergency we can take the things in credit. You might have noticed that there are different kinds of sellers even in your neighborhood markets. Some of them has permanent shops and others sell their goods on the roadside. So some has permanent shops, like the shops which we have in our neighborhood. Like we have the medicine shop, we have the vegetable vendors, we have the fruit vendors. Next we have the departmental stores, and there are weekly markets also which sells on the roadside. Shopping complexes and malls. Now, what are shopping complexes and malls? So far we have seen two kinds of marketplaces, weekly markets and markets in our neighborhood. There are other markets in the urban area that have many shops, popularly called shopping complexes. These days, in many urban areas, you also have large multi-storied air-conditioned buildings with shops on different floors, known as malls. In these urban markets, you get both branded and non-branded goods. As you have read in the chapter on advertising, branded goods are expensive, often promoted by advertising and claims of better equality. The companies producing these products sell them through shops in large urban markets and at times through special showrooms. As compared to non-branded goods, fewer people can afford to buy branded ones. So in the shopping malls, we get branded as well as non-branded things. And like in the when we go to the shopping malls also, we get many discounts like sale, 50% sale, 40% sale. So and during the festival also we get sale. Every occasion there is a discount on the shopping malls. And here in the shopping malls we get all kinds of things, starting from vegetable to the shoe. Everything is available in the shopping mall. Now this, in the malls also they advertise many, they keep on advertising about the goods. And often the things are promoted through the advertising way. And they also, like in the outside the their shops, we can see that big banners big banners are there, disclosing about the company, about the products. And in the shopping malls also they try to convince the customers how to, how to purchase the things, what will be the benefits. All these things are given to informations are provided to the customers. But there are people who are very who are poor and cannot afford. So everybody cannot go to the shopping mall and then purchase the things. No doubt there is a there are many good things, very quality things are there, but everybody cannot afford to buy the things from the shopping mall. Now, chain of markets. We know that we have weekly markets, then we have markets in our neighborhood, then we have shopping malls also. But everybody has a chain. How it works? Which are the people who buys who purchase the things from the market? Then who are the sellers who gives things to the retail market? In the previous section, you have read about different markets from where we buy goods. From where do you think shop owners produce their goods? Goods are produced in factories, on farms, and in homes. However, we don't buy directly from the factory or from the farm. Nor would the producers be interested in selling us small quantities such as 1 kilo of vegetables or 1 plastic mug. See, we get things from each and every market. The factories are the one who manufactures the thing. There are producers. But do you think that we go directly to the factories to buy the things, or the producers will sell us a small quantity of things to us? No, they will sell in bulk. Bulk means as a whole, lots. Okay, so where they actually, who buys from the producer, who buys from the manufacturers? We are going to know about this. The people in between the producer and the final consumers are the traders. The wholesale trader first buy goods in large quantities. For example, the vegetable wholesaler trader will not buy a few kilos of vegetables, but will buy in large lots of 25 to 100 kilos. This will then be sold to other traders. Now, the vegetable wholesaler, they will buy the things in large quantities. They will not buy for 1 or 2 kilos. They will buy for 25 to 100 kilos or more than 100 kilos. Now, who buys from the wholesalers? It is this will then be sold to other traders. In these markets, buying and selling takes place between traders. Now, who are the traders? It is through these links of traders that goods reach faraway places. The trader who finally sells this to the consumer is the retailer. Now, from the wholesaler, it goes to the retailers. This could be trader in a weekly market, a hawker in the neighborhood, or a shop in a shopping complex. So, from the wholesaler, from the wholesale market, the one who purchase the things from the wholesale market can be a vegetable hawker, means the persons who sells vegetables on the roadside. Then it can be a shopping mall complexes, or it can be a market in our neighborhoods. Whatever markets we see, shops we see in our neighborhood, then it can be the weekly markets as well. They are the ones who purchase the things from the wholesale market. And the one who purchases the things from the wholesale market are known as the retailer. We can understand this with the help of the following example. Every city has areas for wholesale markets. There is where goods first reach and are then supplied to other traders. The roadside hawker whom you read about earlier would have purchased a large quantity of plastic items from a wholesale trader in the town. He in return might have bought this from another even bigger wholesale trader in the city. The city wholesale trader would have bought a large quantity of plastic items from the factory and stored them in a godown. In this way, a chain of market is set up. When we purchase, we may not be aware of the chain of markets through which these goods travel before they reach us. So this is the chain of market. If a weekly market trader buys the thing from the wholesale market, maybe he will buy in a very cheaper price, and next time he will also sell the plastic. For example, he has purchased a plastic bag with a cheaper rate, then he will sell this to another retailer market with a very high price. Okay, then it will keep on circulating in this way. They will become a chain. Then the final consumer will be us, the customers who buys from the retailer shops. Markets everywhere. So far we have seen different marketplaces where people buy and sell a variety of goods and services. All these markets are in a specific locality and work in a particular manner and time. However, it is not always necessary that one has to go to the market to purchase goods. You can place order for a variety of things through the phone and these days through the internet, and the goods are delivered at your home. So nowadays through the internet we can order the things and our things are being delivered to our doorsteps. We don't have to go to the market to buy things, isn't it? In clinics and nursing homes, you may have noticed sales representatives waiting for doctors. Such persons are also engaged in the selling of goods. Thus, buying and selling takes place in different ways, not necessarily through shops in the market. The markets that we looked at above are the ones that we recognize easily. However, there are markets that we may not be so aware of. This is because a large number of goods are bought and sold that we don't use directly. For example, a farmer uses fertilizers to grow crops that he purchases from special shops in the city, and they in return get them from factories. A car factory purchases engine, gears, petrol tanks, axles, wheels, etc. from various other factories. We don't usually see all the buying and selling, but only the final product, the car in the showroom. The story is similar for any other goods. The markets and equality. In this chapter, we have looked at shop owners in a weekly market and those in a shopping complex. There are very different people. One is a small trader with little money to run the shop, whereas the other is able to spend a lot of money to set up the shop. They also earn unequal amounts. The weekly market trader earns little compared to the profit of a regular shop owner in a shopping complex. Similarly, buyers are differently placed. There are many who are not able to afford the cheapest goods while others are busy shopping in malls. There are many who are not able to afford the cheapest of goods while others are busy shopping in malls. Thus, whether we can be a buyer or seller in these different markets depend, among others, on the money that we have. We have also examined the chain of markets that is formed before goods can reach us. It is true this chain that what is produced in one place reaches people everywhere. When things are sold, it encourages productions and new opportunities are created for people to earn. However, do they offer equal opportunities? We will try to understand this through the story of a shirt in the next chapter. So we are going to learn more about the markets and how it works in the next chapter. Till then, students, take care of yourself and thank you so much.